Today, with the newly announced Tri-Brigade support, we have found out a new way to play Yummy. You thought I was gonna say Tri-Brigade. I'm playing Yummy right now. Subscribe if you haven't, and let's get into the combo. So for this one card combo, all we need is a Tenki or a Tri-Brigade Fractal. This pretty much gives us access into the Yummy line without having to draw a Yummy monster. So this is really sick. So let's get into it. So first off, we're activating the Tenki, adding ourselves a Fractal, then using Fractal's effect, discarding itself, sending a Nerval, then using the Nerval effect, adding ourselves a new Spriggan's Kit. So for those who have not read this card, if you control a Tri-Brigade or Spriggan's monster other than the Tri-Brigade Spriggan's Kit, you can special summon this card from your hand. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can special summon one of these from your graveyard except itself. A Tri-Brigade monster, Spriggan's monster, or Fallen Albaz, or a monster that mentions it. So in this case, we're just summoning a Tri-Brigade monster. So we're just going to normal summon Spriggan's Kit. And for those who have not noticed why we just normal summon this, it is a light beast. So you know what that means. Let's link it off for Yummy Snatchy. So we're going to use Chainlink 1 Spriggan's Kit, Chainlink 2 Yummy Snatchy, pretty much chain blocking a way for your opponent to ghost spell you, which is really sick. So you're going to place a field spell, then you're going to summon the Nerval, use the Nerval effect, banishing these two, then summon yourself a double Dragon Lord, getting an extra interaction, which is insane. Now you're gonna go Cupsy Yummy Way effect, adding ourselves the Cupsy and the Marshmallow. Oh, that was a visual glitch. Sending the Marshmallow, then special summoning the Cupsy Yummy, adding yourself a Yummy Surprise, then you're going to link it off into a Yummy Snatchy, then use a Yummy Snatchy and the Cupsy into a Lollipo. Yummy Way, of course. You're gonna use the Yummy Way effect, summoning both Cupsies in this case, and use the two Cupsies to make a Marcho Meta Marcher. And now you're going to use Marcho Meta Marcher's effect, special summoning the Yummy Way. Then you're going to use Yummy Surprise, summoning the Marshmallow effect, adding yourself back the Yummy Surprise. Then you're going to make a Herald of the Arclight, and then you're going to use the Cupsy Yummy Way into a third Snatchy. And of course, use the Minion, summon yourself back the Marshmallow so you're able to have an extra interaction, and set the Yummy Surprise, and that's all the combo is. So pretty much you have made the entire Yummy board, including an extra interaction being double Dragon Lords in this case. So double Dragon Lords, for those who do not know what it does, you can send one card from your field or hand to the graveyard to target one face-up card on the field to bounce it to the hand. So you get a bounce, a negate, a quick synchro, a monster for that quick synchro, and you get the Lollipo effect that gets to summon two from graveyard if your opponent activates anything. So you're able to summon back the Cupsy Yummy Way or maybe a Snatchy, depending what the scenario asks you to do. So yeah, and of course, without including that, you still have 4 cards in your hand. This can all be hand traps. So this is a version of the deck that if this is not banned, like any of the Yummy cards aren't banned by the point that this new cards come out, then you have the option to play with these cards, which is kind of insane. So yeah, this is a pretty cool way to play the deck. Will it be the best one? No, Mitsurugi Yummy is still a thing. So if that doesn't get hit, then I don't know what this will do. But still, it is a pretty solid version of the deck if you end up losing starters in the deck. For example, maybe they like hit Engage, hit Obedience School fully, or maybe something like that. And for the people who are here to watch how to build this deck, I have the version in theory right here. Let's get into the deck profile. Here's the deck list. So all we need for the Tri-Brigade package is triple Fractal, 1 Spriggan's Kit, 1 Nerval, and triple Tenki. So right here, the Fractal gives you access to everything. So even if you open the Spriggan's Kit or the Nerval, you're able to get into the Yummy line somehow, which is insane. So for example, let's say you have Spriggan's Kit in hand, you're able to use Fractal's effect, sending a Nerval, then you're able to Nerval effect, adding yourself a second Fractal, then you normal summon the Spriggan's Kit, make the Yummy Snatchy, and then you summon back the Nerval, and you pretty much have the same type of line. And let's say you open the Nerval, you're able to just go Fractal send itself, then sending a Spriggan's Kit off of the Fractal effect, using the Spriggan's Kit effect, summoning back the Fractal, use Fractal effect, banishing the Spriggan's Kit to summon a Yummy Snatchy, because it is a beast after all, and pretty much just, you know, just normal summon the Fractal, or maybe special summon any of the Yummy monsters you have in hand because of the fact that you have the Link 1 on field. Besides Marshmallow, of course, but yeah, like the rest of the Yummies, like these guys, you'll be able to summon them, which is insane. So yeah, that's all you need for the Tri-Brigade package in the main deck. In the extra deck, realistically, all you would need is just the Ancient Warrior's Oath. In this case, I am playing double Shuraig and the Mauser. Just in case if we do not have access, we're able to just go Mauser, sending the Nerval and the Shuraig. So we're able to add ourselves the Fractal and maybe the Spriggan's Kit, but we could just add any of the Yummy monsters for the fact that this adds any Winged Beast, Beast Warrior, or Winged Beast monster, depending on the cards we have banished. So we have options, which is insane. So yeah, this is crazy. So yeah, for the Yummy package, we have a pretty usual pack. We have the triple Marshmallow, we have the triple Cupsy, double Cookie, double Lollipop, one Surprise, one Mignon, one Croaky. That's it. And the rest of the deck can be staples galore. So you're pretty much going to be playing stuff like, you know, triple Ash Blossom, triple Fuwalos, triple Impermanence, you know, double Veiler, double Ghost Bell, triple Drone Lockbird, one triple Tactics Talon, one Call by the Grave. I have the 1-for-1 just in case because we're able to summon the Nerval or any of the Yummy monsters. It just depends the case, but I do like 1-for-1 a lot because it counts as an extra starter. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I like it a lot. So that's pretty much the reason, honestly. So yeah, that is pretty much it for the main deck. Let's just go to the extra deck. So yeah, we have the triple Yummy Snatchy. Those are necessary. Your Cupsy necessary, Cookie necessary, Lollipop necessary. They're all amazing cards. They interact in many different ways. This one adds 2. This one flips 2 cards face down, or 2 monsters face down, and this one summons 2 from graveyard. Then we have the Martial Mono Marcher that lets you summon a tuner, which is crazy. And yeah, you got the Herald of Heartlight, which is a negate. Already explained these, where we're just playing them for the sake of the package, though realistically you could play them a different way. I really wanted to try to put Bear Brum, but Bear Brum, I have no way. Like, I might be completely wrong on this, by the way, because this is still in early theory, though I don't feel like there is a way to get into Bear Brum and get ourselves a Revolt afterwards without having affected the Yummy board. So I might be wrong on that. If someone could teach me how, I'd love to like see how you guys figure it out, because this is just theory that I'm giving out that you guys could use, because this is just a new way to play the deck. So like, quite literally, the support just came out yesterday. So yeah. So yeah, it's very early on. This is probably the earliest I've ever made a video on a deck as a whole. Not even Pendulum Edition, by the way. I feel disgusted by not doing that. Anyways, we have our Mirage, generic like Link 1 they were able to just make off of like any hand trap, any like, you can make it off an Nerval, you can make it off of the Spriggan's Kit as well. We got the Link Spider, and we got the SP Little Knight. Link Spider is still avoiding Nibiru, and Little Knight is pretty much just a kind of flexible card that you can play, which is just cool. It's a great piece of removal. So yeah, that is pretty much it for the deck, honestly. That's quite literally it. So I'm excited to play this version of the deck if Yummy survives by that point. Though if it doesn't, whatever, it's fine. Though, honestly, with how things are going and how other versions of the deck are way stronger, even stronger than this, like for example, Mitsurugi Yummy, it's very worrying by this point. So if those decks don't get hit, potentially Yummy might get hit. So who knows? Maybe by the point that this card comes out, the Spriggan's Kit, this entire deck is irrelevant. So, let's see if it is. So yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't. And let's go.